Oh, hey everybody, welcome back to Worstman Plays. We're playing Road Rash more. It's not like
You didn't ask for it. You didn't ask for it. You don't deserve it. But
there's been no
here you
time
are.
frame changing.
You didn't ask for this.
I sound
You
as
didn't agree to
inebriated as
this.
before.
But here you are. You're a Nazi.
Keith is as in danger as he ever was before. He has no time before
just
he...
existential.
versus Rude Boy.
Yeah.
The old matchup. Oh, I did some grinding off screen, and now I have a faster green motorcycle. So we're gonna finish level 1, and we're going to level 2, and you're gonna see how different and exciting it is. In case you could not go on with your life, your human life, your one chance at this life, without knowing what happens beyond the end of the first circuit and Road Rash on the Sega Genesis.
The worst part is that you didn't get to experience real time, Keith.
The worst thing is that I didn't get to experience sex.
No, the worst part is that we're only doing Road Rash 1 because when I think Road Rash, I have flashbacks to greasy, bike gangsters whipping each other with chains. Obviously, that's not this game.
No, they didn't add chains until Road Rash 3.
I did not realize that either. I thought that Road Rash was nothing but chains and clubs.
I think, wait, no, the chains were added in 2, but they didn't become permanent fixtures until 3. Like,
it's more about the fact that, you're expecting spiteful Hell's Angels beating the dog shit out of each other with pipes and chains and clubs, and I don't think there were guns, but,
I will say, my only experiences with the Sega Genesis as a young lad were this game and Beavis and Butthead Do America, or whatever the fuck it was called on Sega Genesis.
Oh, yeah, that...
And
hideously awful game.
At that point, it was my neighbor said, "Check out my Beavis and Butthead game." I'm like, "Whoa, that's
then
naughty."
He showed you his dick.
Hold on, no, I'm like, "That's naughty." I don't know what that is, so I go next door. I go to play his game, and he's like, "Go to the end of the screen." I go, "Okay, cool." So I go to the end of the screen.
Turn your head, and he's got his dick out.
Shut the fuck up. I'm not done yet with this story. You've already surpassed what the punchline was going to be, Keith.
Right, okay.
Just shut up because you've ruined anything I have to say at this point. So I go to the end of the screen, and I just get murdered to the point where I can't even move, and he just laughs and laughs and laughs, and then I just can't play the game anymore, and he's like, well, sorry. And there you go, Keith. You've already ruined it because you've made all the funniest possible jokes.
You've been doing, Mom, can I have another $1 since you were a kid is what you're telling me.
Yes.
Yeah, I can practically see Keith's desired outcome of that story, which is you're playing on this huge, wood-paneled set TV.
Oh, huge? No, it would be like 24 inches.
On the level 2,
bitch.
No. It's like one of those 50s and 60s massive floor sets where it basically you had to build the rest of the living room around it. Oh, what the fuck is this
the
guy?
last Thrasher to try out one of me was a skid mark when I was through with him. That's right, I shit him.
So as you're playing this game, and it's of course blasting massive amounts of radiation right into your face, it is ruining your retina.
You're talking about Kyle now, not now. Yeah, I see.
And as you get to the edge of the screen, and he says, "Keep going," and you look over to the right, and there it is, pressed up against the screen, hidden amongst the wood paneling is his cock just pressed up against the TV.
All right, now that you're dead, wanna touch dicks? Wanna touch wieners?
Well, okay.
Was docking a term back then? Would he have called it docking?
To be fair, he was 16 and I was like 9, so it could some kind of sexual harassment, some kind of sexual sort of weird thing could have happened.
Child molestation, straight up.
Yeah, if you guys want to dive down that.
I thought it was both kids, Kyle. I didn't realize I was going that route.
No,
with this joke,
do you feel bad now
about
the joke I was trying to make?
My personality disorder precludes that.
No matter how many times you say the word joke, you're still in a lot of trouble.
You didn't lose too bad. I forgot that we joked about Butch, it was Biff. Biff was the ghost that would be fucked.
Fuck's sake.
Oh, I just remember Biff being he's the best friend or whatever, and you keep punching him into cars.
Well, I don't keep doing it. I do it once, and then we are no longer friends. Mostly because we are former friends, mostly because he is no longer of this material realm.
You're former friends because at the very least, he can no longer eat solid food.
but he can eat my dick through a straw.
Well, yeah. If you grind it into a sausage.
Well, I got
immediately paste.
I got
Yeah.
some kind of a grinder item in Animal Crossing. I don't know what to do with it, so I just leave it. Oh, you know what pisses me off about Animal Crossing? All right, here, listen
we're
to this
talking
really
about
specific gripe. All right, if you put a light on the side on the wall that's like the fourth wall, you know, like behind the camera, sort of, it won't populate until you shift the camera around. So I came up with a really great idea where I found that anatomical model where half the guy is skinless.
Yeah.
And I situated him right in front of the entrance to my second floor, and I put a cherry lamp on the wall behind the camera so that he would just be bathed in a red glow, and I have like a sizzling sound from off screen. But the red light doesn't happen unless you move the camera, swing it like 180 degrees so it's like, you know, the lamp is on screen for a second. So it kind of ruins the joke. I just want it to be that by default. So Nintendo, if you're listening, next patch, you need to make sure light sources are populated without being visible on screen directly. Do you get me?
I'm on board.
Oh, look, Ikira, that character, he looks like Justin. If we ever get to see him, you'll see what I mean. It's really funny.
I was going to follow up the previous stories with my only experience with Sega was when I was a kid, and but like older enough to the point where Sega was not really super relevant anymore.
So like immediately.
1992.
Yeah.
Yeah. So a friend of my mom's was having like a garage sale or something, and they had a Sega CD. Well, it was like I think you
35 cents must go. All items must go.
I forget what you called it, but it's the one where it has the CD as like the main body, but it will also accept cartridges.
Oh, yeah, like the CDX or whatever it is.
Yeah, I think that was it. So, she had one of those, and we ended up with it, and a whole bunch of games, but most of them, of course, were trash. And
most,
I
not
played
all. That's a good
some
record.
Star Wars shooter game and some other random bullshit. And among them was Sonic CD. And I had just passed by some video the other day where they briefly mentioned Sonic CD and made a point, like the little bit that they talked about it, they made a point to say that it was the worst Sonic.
Well,
so the only
now
Sonic
that's not
game
true
I
anymore.
ever played was allegedly the worst one.
Well, those are the halcyon days, but I'm a little disappointed that no one's had anything to say about Broomhelga so far.
Nobody ever will. I don't think that's a scenario
Is
that you're
that a
waiting
Sonic?
for.
No, that was a character that I passed at the beginning of the race.
Oh.
I thought
okay.
I thought for sure Nick would freak out and be like, Broomhelga, I went to high school with the fucking Broomhelga. She was in the redneck Shakespeare.
Yeah, the Shakespearean.
Biff is dead again. I always get him.
Yeah. No, I thought you were talking about another obscure Sega game, in which case that would be like we're just waiting for Heimdall to blow the horn at that point because those are coterminous events. Heimdall blows the horn when he sees somebody recognizes some Sega game that you brought up.
I like that Ding Dong on Oni Plays is the only other guy in the world who knew about Sega CD. But he liked he was traumatized, kind of like me with Echo. He was traumatized by that Woody Willy game or whatever.
I didn't realize
Wild
until
Woody.
Yeah.
earlier today, as a matter of fact, strangely enough, that Sega CD was not its own console.
No.
I didn't realize that it was an add-on.
Yeah, that was the
Yeah.
big thing back then was trying to incrementally upgrade systems.
An expensive add-on at that
Yeah.
too, like a $200.
Didn't you ever watch Angry Nintendo Nerd, Kyle?
Yeah,
I mean, I did,
long
but
story short, PlayStation was going to be that, but to the N64.
Yeah.
And yes.
Well, they didn't learn their lesson because they were making add-ons for like the Xbox 360 to make it HD DVD compliant and shit. I was like, ha, you fuckers never learn. You guys
Yeah.
are never gonna learn. Fuck you, Akira. What do you think you are, off-brand
Yeah,
Akira?
what a misguided attempt to do really anything at all. Just one, to have a secondary, like an external add-on to a game console in whatever fucking year that was, and two, for it to be compatible with HD DVD.
Oh, I thought you were talking about Sega CD because you know what the funniest thing that ever happened was, you know, the 32X.
Yeah,
Sure.
The console, the 32X.
Well, it's not a console; it's another add-on.
Fuck! Are you shitting me
Yeah.
every single time?
And you know why they went ahead with it is because
No.
they thought that the launch of the Atari Jaguar was going to disrupt the industry and that they had to keep up with it somehow. Fuck. So there you go. You
Oh.
never do know.
Yeah,
do know how wrong
just
you
passed
are.
something like, which is one of my only fleeting memories of this game, which is a cow either sleeping or dead in the middle of the road.
Why
that can
can't it be
fuck
both?
you up.
Schrodinger's. Fuck.
Well, it's sleeping until you hit it with a bike at 140 miles an hour.
I guess we could say that I'm feeling a little bike curious right now.
Fuck.
Oh man, it's a good thing I don't work in a bike dealership because I would say that on day one and get fucking fired. Sir, you're looking pretty bike curious. Can I interest you in a Triumph?
Well, yeah, you would work that sales floor for all of 45 minutes.
Well,
I was
what-
supposed to be in the toilet cleaning the shitter.
Well, with that though, you should join us on the next episode of Worst Man Plays.